Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. How you gonna react when you're put in your back now? 'Cause there's no turning back when you're facing the smackdown.
Alright guys, back with the second fight, of course. As you saw, this fight is a request, and this fight was a request from Super Oa 1. Very interesting fight coming up here, because I think a lot of people have always wanted to see these two giant-sized individuals go at it, and I put the emphasis on giant. And that's none other than, of course, Unicron versus Galactus. Yeah, so I don't blame Super Oa for making this fight. I think we all have envisioned or seen some kind of, think about this fight, what a mashup this would be or anything like that, and let's get started, shall we? We're going to start off, of course, with Unicron. Unicron is basically the Galactus of the Transformers universe. He is known as the Lord of Chaos. The embodiment of destruction. And while, now it depends on where you've read him from, besides the movie, the original animated movie, but the comics say that he had a brother named Primus. Primus was the exact opposite of Unicron. And these two brothers battled. They're godlike, and Unicron got the upper hand and pretty much defeated his brother, and pretty much there imprisoned him in an astral plane. But besides that, Unicron is the embodiment of of chaos. Wherever this guy, his name brings fear and terror into the hearts of everybody in the Transformers universe, as well as respect in a way. I would assume respect. He transforms into a planet, basically. He is giant. He's probably the most biggest transformer you'll find. His power is pretty much, from I remember reading in the Transformers handbook, he's the second most powerful being in the Transformers universe. He's only surpassed by his father. He is able to transverse to different realities and consume them. He can consume planets and convert matter into energy. He's also has cosmic awareness. He's also to create life and also dark worlds, so he can create worlds and create life. He can adapt and grow stronger, as well as and projecting energy. That's crazy. Of course, the guy is this being is strong enough to rip planets apart. Okay, let's put it like that. So he can literally take a planet like, I'll just throw out there, Saturn, and just rip it apart, no problem. That's scary. That is very scary. Now, if you're talking about the movie, the animated movie, he created he turned Megatron into Galvatron in the movie, the animated movie. But once again, you have to deter it where you're talking about in terms of the comics. But he is very, very dangerous. He is, oh boy, he's just a being you don't want to be messing with at all. That's all I can say about Unicron. He is somebody you don't want to mess with, and that's the scariest part about it. To find that in the Transformer universe there is a robot, a Transformer that is the size or bigger than a planet. That's scary. And that's pretty much all I would talk about for Unicron, because I think everybody knows a lot about Unicron. They don't need me to talk too much about him. Alright? So his combatant, of course, is, everybody has heard of this guy. Everybody knows about this guy. And that is none other than Galactus. Galactus, of course. The Devourer of Worlds. Another character from another universe, the Marvel Universe, that his name just oozes fear and respect. When you hear this guy's name, in my opinion, it's like, be afraid. Be very afraid for your world and your life, because if he's coming to your world, be afraid. He is the true embodiment of the power cosmic, which uses energy from the core of planets and to sustain himself, to keep him alive. And that's due to pretty much, I guess you can say, a cosmic like virus, or inside of him, that gives him that insatiable hunger. Now, it's not literally that he eats the planets, okay? Everybody should know that. But many civilizations have died because of Galactus. And he knows this. He knows what he's doing is wrong, but he can't not help it. Which doesn't make him a bad guy, technically. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think why I always try to tell people, he's not a villain. Galactus is not a villain. He does what he does for survival. But when people fight him back, he will defend himself. And you don't want to be anywhere near when he defends himself. Galactus, of course, has created several beings that he has empowered with his power cosmic, known as his heralds. And there have been many heralds over the years, but of course none has been more, I guess you can say, popular than his herald, the Silver Surfer. But there have been many heralds he has empowered, from Terrax to Airwalker to Fire Lord to Nova, Frankie Ray, to Stardust. You name it. He has basically pretty much created. Galactus is all power. But that doesn't mean he doesn't have a heart, because he has pretty much, when how can I put it? When Beta Ray Bill wanted revenge on him for destroying his world, he nearly did it, but Galactus actually created a female of his race to basically reproduce and bring his race back. So it's just showing that Galactus does have a heart. But it's hard sometimes to look at that interior and see that there's a heart beating underneath that. Now, can Galactus be hurt? Yes. He can be hurt. I've seen him weaken to the point where he nearly died. a powerful weapon that is pretty much able to hurt him is the ultimate nullifier. And the Fantastic Four used that against him with the help of Uatu, the Watcher. Even though the Watcher can't do anything, but, he has helped. I've seen Galactus on his, like I said, in between death. And I've seen Galactus nearly die, and I've seen him at his most powerfulest. And that's just another scary part about him, is that as powerful as this guy is, he can be hurt. But it's just trying to find those weaknesses in him. And those are not easy. So in terms of a battle, these two giant-sized beings going at it. Man, this is a hard one. I can't even decide. The heavens, the galaxy, the universe will rip and shake with these two beings going at it. That's just the way I look at it. It is not safe for anybody to be around. Nobody. Nobody to be around, because it's going to be chaos. Pure chaos. That's just how I look at it. But you guys tell me who wins this fight. Unicron or Galactus? And as always, thanks Super Oa for this fight. This is Mount Vernon Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real. Battle on.